Hi guys, today my review is on Unravel Me by Tahereh Mafi. Oh my god. Oh my freaking gosh. Like, best book I've ever read. Not even kidding. Next to The Great Gatsby. They're kinda tied. It's alright. Oh my gosh. Okay, this video is going to contain spoilers because it is the sequel to Shatter Me. So yes, go read that and then come back and watch this, okay? I have to get started because I have a ridiculous amount of things that I need to talk about today. So yes, first off, the cover. Come on, the eyelashes with snowflakes on them and just the bird in the eye, which is just a symbol of Juliet because she's always talking about that. And I can't even. It's just amazing. So I'm going to be looking down a lot because I have so much to talk about. So yes, I was going to act out a skit where I was going to be Juliet, but then I started filming it and then I realized it was like god awful. So yeah, not doing that. Okay, so Juliet doesn't like it at Omega Point. I kind of figured that she wasn't going to because let's face it, she is kind of picky and can't decide when she likes things, hence Adam and Warner. Whatever, getting into that later. But anyways, so she doesn't like it there, and I realized that Omega Point is essentially doing the same thing to her that Warner was doing, which is preparing her for war, the inevitable war, which is obviously going to happen and already started to happen. So yeah, I don't know. They're kind of doing the same thing, but I don't think she really realized that in the beginning of the book, but you know, she accepted it, I guess. She was almost forced to accept it, but yes. And I felt like the one thing I didn't like about this book was that I felt like nothing really happened in the first quarter. And I know you guys are probably like, okay, it's a quarter of a book, like give it a little bit. And I know you guys, but seriously, like I was so excited for this. So I was like reading it and I'm like, okay, come on, like already a quarter of it, nothing really is even happening. Like I want more. But that's okay because then it got better. But alright, so basically nothing really happened except that Adam found out that every time he touched Juliet, some of his energy was like being taken and it could kill him. So obviously that pained him and Juliet, and yes, that was bad, and she didn't want a relationship with him anymore. I mean, I probably wouldn't want a relationship if I knew that I would be hurting him every time I touched him. Like, come on, that's just like really sad. So I'm gonna set this down for a little bit. Okay, so it obviously pains both of them to know this information, and I just feel really, really sorry for Juliet because it's like this is the one good thing that has ever happened in her life before, and she can't even have it. So that sucks. Alright, okay, so what else? So she goes to the compounds with Kenji and Winston and Brendan and all of them, and she sees Warner, and she sees him be nice to that dog, which was a snippet from Destroy Me, and she sees that he has a good side to him, and she's like, oh my gosh, my heart, I kind of like, you know, this is great. And then when I was reading it, I was like, wait a second, this happened in Destroy Me, so Warner wasn't hallucinating, so I thought that was kind of cool. But then, oh yeah, and also thank goodness for Kenji and totally saving her butt, right? Like Kenji's just great. So that happens, and I was excited, but then it started taking a new moon kind of turn, and what I mean by that is new moon, right there, Twilight series. And what I mean by that is New Moon was my least favorite book in the Twilight series because I feel like it was just Bella being sad and complaining the entire time. And I just hated that one because I was like, this is so boring. All you do is feel sorry for yourself and you cry. And yeah, so I felt like that was kind of what was going on because Juliet was just feeling like sorry for herself the whole time. And I was like, stop doing that. You need to like buck up and like fix stuff and everything. So she's moping the whole time about Adam, and then bam, Warner's father, the supreme commander, just steps in and freaking takes 4 people hostage, and I was like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for. This is what I know Tahereh is capable of doing. She's just such a fantastic writer, and she just blew my mind when she did this, and I was like, I knew she was just gonna like, you know, she was like going steady, going steady, going steady, and then all of a sudden this freaking huge thing happens, and I was like screaming. And to top it off, it's Winston and Brendan. Like, what, you couldn't have taken 4 random people that we don't even have feelings for in the book? No, she has to take Winston and freaking Brendan, whom I love. So yes, and now Warner is at Omega Point because they captured him and they're holding him hostage. And what happens? But Juliet has to start talking to Warner, and she starts, you know, having feelings towards him. And I'm like, what are you doing? Adam is in the same building. You're crazy. And yes, so he shows her his sexy tattoo. Let's just talk about that for a second. I really just need to like dissolve it into my liquid brain right now because he's like so hot. I feel like, oh my god, I love like, just, I don't even know. His character just sounds so dreamy. But yes, so Adam and Warner both love Juliet. What is she gonna do? Warner's the bad guy and Adam is not, but I don't even know. And you find out that Warner freaking can touch Juliet, obviously, and nothing bad happens to him. That's just her luck, right? The bad brother can touch her and get no side effects, but the good brother can't touch her or else he dies, right? Like, come on. Of course it has to work out like that, right? So I feel like Warner changed, and I know you guys are probably like, stop it, don't like Warner, but I kind of do, and I feel like he's changing and he wants to change for Juliet, so just give him like a chance, okay? What else? I'm trying to read like super fast. Yeah, so then sorry, hold on. Oh my god, and their PG-13 makeout scene, let's just touch on that for a second. That was crazy. Chapter 62, I was like, really? This is nuts. Like, they were just going at it, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, you have feelings for both of them, but you can't just make out with them like that when freaking poor Adam is just, like, dying inside. Like, oh my god. But I was like, alright, he's kind of hot, so you can just make out with him for a little bit. But I don't even know. So, let's see. Okay, talked about that. Yeah, so I don't know what she wants. Does she want Adam or does she want Warner? But obviously she deep down inside wants Adam because she like told Warner that when they were like making out, which was kind of awkward. So I don't know. And then he leaves along with my heart because he broke my heart when he left like that. But what did you expect? So Adam and things with Adam and Juliet are weird and they're like fighting in the battle, and then she gets taken by Anderson, and then he shoots her, and then Warner comes in with the twins, and he's like, no, you have to save Juliet or else she's gonna die, and they're like, what, we can't touch her, and he's like, no, I can transfer the energy, and all this stuff's going on, and I'm like, oh my god, and then, of course, she wakes up in bed with him, like, what else? And I don't know, so now you have one pissed off Juliet. What else do we have? I don't know. Tahereh is amazing. She's an amazing writer. If I could write like her, my life would be, like, amazing, okay? Also, now we have one pissed off Juliet. She almost died. She was shot. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. I can't even. Oh my god. I love Adam, but I kind of also love Warner / Aaron because that's his real name. Touch on that for a second. Aaron and Adam, brothers. Called it. If you guys watched my Shatter Me review, totally called it. Said that they were brothers. What is happening? I can't even. I can't. And they both have names that start with A. That's nice. And I like them both equally. So, the names equally, not the people. I hope Kenji's alive. The 3rd book is going to be insane. We have a massive war, a crazy dictator, Warner's mom. Warner still doesn't know that he's Adam's brother. What else? And a pissed off Juliet. So, I don't want my camera to turn off because sometimes it does it, so I'm talking super fast. But basically, the 3rd book should just come out now, so my life is complete. And yes, please leave your comments below if you've watched this. You guys, I can't. This book, oh my gosh, my life, what is happening? This was so freaking amazing. Thank you, Tahereh, for writing such a good freaking book. Like, I seriously don't even know what I'm doing with my life. This is great. Kind of love Warner, but my true feelings are still with Adam. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Can't wait for the 3rd book to come out. You guys rock. See you later.